Sylvester Stallone just delivered a career-ending blow to Jimmy Kimmel, and he didn't even have to say a word. What started as a routine late-night talk show appearance turned into a shocking controversy that has Hollywood panicking and fans furious.
I guess those punches Rocky took to the head were real after all. George Washington was the father of our country. Donald Trump is the father of Eric. Big difference there. After Stallone hit his golf club or Lang's turn at the podium, I keep wondering when this romance between Trump and Elon Musk is going to blow up like a SpaceX rocket. But
okay, my big muscular friend, I saw you the other night on Jimmy Kimmel, kind of making fun of me. Nah. Does it bother me? Nah. Is it burnt into my memory like a horrible scar? Nah. Well, maybe just a little bit.
Kimmel, known for mocking celebrities who don't align with his political views, thought he could take a jab at Stallone without consequences. But this time, he messed with the wrong guy. What followed was an absolute disaster for Kimmel, proving that late-night television is on its last legs. This isn't just about an interview gone wrong. This is a warning sign for the entire entertainment industry. Hollywood is changing, and Kimmel's outdated, politically driven comedy is becoming irrelevant. What exactly did Kimmel do? Why did Stallone refuse to stay silent? And how did this expose the end of late-night TV as we know it? Let's break it down. Stallone was scheduled to appear on Jimmy Kimmel Live to promote his hit projects, Tulsa King and The Family Stallone. Fans were excited. He rarely does these kinds of interviews, and when he does, it's always a major event. Stallone isn't just another Hollywood actor, he's an icon, a self-made legend who built his career from nothing. But at the last minute, his appearance was mysteriously canceled. Reports quickly surfaced that Kimmel himself pressured ABC to drop Stallone from the show, allegedly over political disagreements. While Stallone has never been one to force his views onto others, he's known for his unapologetic, old-school values, which don't always align with Hollywood's current climate.
Nobody in the world could have pulled off what he pulled off, so George Washington defended his country. He had no idea that he was going to change the world. Guess what? We got the second George Washington. Congratulations!
Kimmel, on the other hand, has turned Jimmy Kimmel Live into a political lecture disguised as a comedy show, alienating massive portions of his audience. But canceling Stallone wasn't enough. Kimmel made a huge mistake. Instead of quietly moving on, he mocked Stallone on air, taking shots at his age, his action hero persona, and even his speech patterns.
I guess those punches Rocky took to the head were real after all. George Washington was the father of our country. Donald Trump is the father of Eric. Big difference there. After Stallone hit his golf club or Lang's turn at the podium, I keep wondering when this romance between Trump and Elon Musk is going to blow up like a SpaceX rocket. But
the audience was supposed to laugh, but the joke didn't land. Instead, it felt like a desperate attempt to belittle a man who has spent decades earning the world's respect. And just like that, Kimmel ignited a firestorm. Within minutes, social media exploded. Fans were furious. Twitter and Reddit were flooded with comments slamming Kimmel for his disrespect. The hashtags #CancelKimmel and #RespectStallone started trending worldwide. One fan wrote, "Jimmy Kimmel mocking Stallone? That's like a mosquito mocking a lion. Stallone built Hollywood. Kimmel just leeches off it." Another added, "Kimmel's entire career is based on reading jokes someone else wrote."
Absolute prick. I can't stand him. But anyway, it's just my...
He's going to wreck everything and wreck America. He's terrible. He's a fascist. He's a neo-Nazi. Blah, 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 blah.
Stallone created Rocky from nothing. The difference is night and day. The backlash wasn't just from fans. Even Hollywood insiders started weighing in. Many felt Kimmel had gone too far, and that late-night hosts were losing their connection with real audiences. The overwhelming response? Stallone didn't need to say a word. His legacy spoke for itself. The moment ABC realized the extent of the backlash, panic set in. Kimmel's ratings had already been steadily declining for years, but this controversy sent them into free fall. Desperate to fix the situation, ABC reportedly offered Stallone a chance to come back, this time without restrictions. They promised he could say whatever he wanted, no pre-screened questions, no filtered responses. This was unheard of in late-night TV, where networks carefully script interactions to avoid controversy. But Stallone, he wasn't buying it. Instead of accepting ABC's desperate attempt at damage control, he refused the offer outright. To him, this wasn't about making things right. It was about Hollywood's hypocrisy and desperation.
Grabbing life by the seat of the pants, going with your gut instinct, is over. For example, when Rocky would never be made today.
By declining the invitation, Stallone sent an even stronger message. I don't need your show. You need me. And that was a brutal reality check for Kimmel and ABC. This isn't just a bad week for Jimmy Kimmel. This is a sign of something much bigger. For years, Kimmel has been losing viewers, turning what was once an entertainment show into a political soapbox. Instead of the fun, lighthearted comedy that made late-night TV popular, Kimmel has alienated audiences with his one-sided lectures and repetitive political rants. And the numbers prove it. His ratings have been steadily declining, and now, even Fox's Greg Gutfeld, a late-night host known for sarcastic humor and a show about his cat, is pulling better numbers. Meanwhile, Stallone represents everything audiences actually want. He's authentic, hardworking, and completely unfiltered, the exact opposite of Hollywood's overproduced, politically driven narratives. And he's not alone. More and more celebrities are ditching mainstream media in favor of independent platforms like podcasts and YouTube, where they can actually speak freely. That's why Kimmel's attack on Stallone wasn't just a bad joke. It was a symptom of late-night TV's slow death. With Kimmel's contract ending in 2026, rumors are already circulating that ABC is considering pulling the plug on his show entirely. The reality is clear. Late-night TV is a dying format. Younger audiences aren't watching staged celebrity interviews anymore. They're tuning into real conversations on podcasts, YouTube, and TikTok. And as more stars like Stallone refuse to play by Hollywood's outdated rules, mainstream networks are running out of options. The Stallone-Kimmel fallout was just another nail in the coffin. Sylvester Stallone just exposed everything wrong with Hollywood's late-night culture, and he didn't even have to try. By refusing to engage with Kimmel's manufactured controversy, Stallone let his legacy speak for itself. And in doing so, he sent a clear message. Audiences don't want scripted, agenda-driven entertainment. They want authenticity. If Jimmy Kimmel, and late-night TV as a whole, doesn't adapt to this reality, it won't survive much longer. Meanwhile, Stallone, he doesn't need late-night TV. He doesn't need Hollywood's approval. Because while Kimmel is desperately fighting to stay relevant, Stallone is walking away with his legacy untouchable. And that is a knockout.